Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Spesh, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about an unsolved Easter egg inside of Outbreak. Now, as you know, Outbreak came out just a little under a week ago, and we have kind of, we feel like we've fleshed out everything so far. But there is one thing that we have not found that it just has to be in there somewhere, and we just have not found it yet. So I wanted to kind of signal boost this and see if anybody has any ideas, something that we really need to be searching for, that honestly I really haven't seen much about. But before we get into that, guys, if you could please like this video and subscribe to the channel for all the latest and greatest Cold War zombies news. We're talking storyline, we're talking Easter eggs, we're talking gameplay. It's all going to be right here. At the time that I am recording this, we are just 12 subscribers short of 200 subscribers on YouTube already. I can't thank you guys enough for that. I hope we can get there before DLC 2 drops next month. With that being said, guys, let's get right into this bad boy and let's check out this unsolved Easter egg inside of Outbreak. So as you know, inside of the Outbreak game mode, your main objective is to, well, finish objectives. Duh. But obviously there's a lot of side things that you can do. There's so much intel that you can find. You can find these little, you can find the mystery box bunny. You can find a monkey bomb Easter egg. There's a bunch of crazy stuff in here that you can find. And we know there are ways to get free perks and to get free salvage and to get free armor and all that good stuff, free guns. We even know that out of a lot of these side objectives, we can also get the wonder weapons inside of the game. That means we can get the ray gun, the ray K, and the D.I.E. Shockwave. Now the ray gun and the ray K, you can just pop into the pack-a-punch machine and upgrade them. However, with the D.I.E, you cannot. The D.I.E is the only weapon that you can find in the game right now that you cannot put inside of the pack-a-punch machine to upgrade it. Now, obviously, this is a question that has been asked ever since the original game of Outbreak, is how do we upgrade the D.I.E. Shockwave? Now, inside of D Machina, the very first map in the Cold War Zombies storyline, we had 4 different elements of the D.I.E. Shockwave. We had the electric, we had the fire, we had the Nova 5, and we had the Cryo Freeze. Now, the way that you went about getting these upgrades inside of D Machina was, well, not as straightforward. For the electric, you had to run around and grab some crystal dusty things off of these gold glowing crystals and shoot it into the box. For the Cryo Freeze upgrade, you had to get a Megaton to shoot this fungus on a tree, and then the fungus drips like some, I don't know, cryo freezy thingy that you can put on chains down in the medical bay. And then you can shoot that and make it come off. As for the Nova 5 gas, you had to capture a Plaguehound's gases inside of a canister, put that canister on top of a box by the crash site, and then shoot the canister. And then as for the fire upgrade, you had to find a fuse laying around the map. Once you found that fuse, when you were inside the Dark Ether, you could go and drop that in down by Deadshot Daiquiri, and then the fire upgrade would be found on the back of a truck inside of the pond. So there's plenty of reason to believe that this Easter egg should theoretically be inside of Outbreak somewhere. We just have not yet found it. Now, it's almost kind of concerning that we haven't found it yet, especially how many people were playing the mode when it came out. Outbreak, at its launch, was pretty popular, and obviously it's died down a bit now as people have kind of realized it's a little bit monotonous without a whole lot of new content to it. But even then, it's just a little too fishy that the D.I.E. Shockwave is the only gun so far that we haven't been able to just throw inside of the pack-a-punch machine to upgrade it. So somewhere around the map, there has to be a way to get these different elements to upgrade the D.I.E. Shockwave. Now, interestingly enough, almost all of the elements can be found inside of, basically a specialty zombie. Only one that we cannot find, a zombie harnessing said element, is the Cryo Freeze one. Now think about it like this. The Plaguehound in D Machina, we had to use its gas to get the Nova 5 upgrade for the D.I.E. Shockwave. And inside of Outbreak, we have the Plaguehounds. We also have the new Tempest Special Zombie that is obviously like an electrical, ethereal, thingy-mabobber guy. And he realistically could correlate to the electroshock version of the D.I.E. Shockwave. And then we have the regular Hellhound, which obviously kind of correlates with the fire version of the D.I.E Shockwave. So there's almost reason to believe that we have to do something with each of these specialty zombies to get these different upgrades for the D.I.E Shockwave. As for how we would do the cryo freeze though, I'm not really sure. And honestly at this point I feel like that there has to be an upgrade to the D.I.E Shockwave inside of Outbreak, because as you can see in my gameplay, this thing ain't that good. Like, this thing kinda trash. So I feel like if they don't put an upgrade to this thing in the game somewhere, this thing's never gonna get used in Outbreak. It's just not good enough. Especially when you have options like the Ray K and the Ray Gun, as well as like even the Howler or anything like that. There's so many better options than a Wonder Weapon. Like, hello? Like, the Wonder Weapon should be at the top of its class. You should be excited to get it. But like, if I do my challenges and I get the D.I.E Shockwave out of it, I'm like, ugh, gross. And I feel like that has to change with some upgrades inside of the map. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. I also want to let you guys know that we have some huge videos coming out here in the next week or so about Richtofen, about Call of Duty 2021, and how they're going to tie everything together. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a banger of a week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this video made your day better, and I'll see you soon.